Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this upload, I just wanted to continue talking about feeling it real and to focus on the inspiration aspect of that. I mentioned in the first upload that as you are moving towards the full maturity of your desire being objectified, little things will be happening along the way that are sort of signaling to you, well, not sort of, they are signaling to you that you are heading in the direction of the fulfillment of your desire. And I wanted to talk in this upload about the role that inspiration plays in that. We know that all inspiration is divine. I was actually having a conversation with my mum today about inspiration, and we're talking about the ways in which inspiration shows up. It's not necessarily that you're going to be inspired to create a great piece of art or to write a piece of music or to decorate your house or whatever, but it's talking about inspiration as a particular type of feeling that God impresses you with that actually guides and informs the actions you take. Sometimes, as my mum was reminding me, inspiration is there to keep you safe. You'll be inspired to do something differently, perhaps to the way you typically do it, and you find that you've been moved out of the way that could cause you potential harm. But in the context of feeling it real, inspiration is essential in that it is essential that we always obey it. It's teaching us or guiding us or showing us that this is what our life is going to look like once we are fully fledged in as the person expressing the desire as God intended. And so when you have become aware of your desire and you've consented to it, notice anything that you feel inspired or encouraged to do. Inspiration will come to you above the solar plexus. It will be that pleasant tingle. The stronger it is, the more easier it will be to identify, but you will get it in the sense of that tingle in the back of your throat and the epiglottis, as I've spoken about before. So it's really an expansion above the diaphragm. You'll feel a real sense of generosity. You'll feel a lightness. You'll feel kindly disposed towards others. You'll find that things aren't bothering you in the way they typically do, especially in the moment when you're receiving and interpreting the inspiration. Not to go into too much detail, but the other day at 5 a.m. in the morning, I jumped up because I received an inspiration to rearrange the furniture in the living room. And I'm so glad that my husband went along with it. And it was wonderful. And we were really surprised at how the way the living room looked differently made us feel. And later in the day, we actually received some news that wasn't entirely surprising because that inspiration was a signal that we were now in a different state. And what happens is, as you change on the inside, your environment follows. Remember, signs follow, they don't proceed. So notice if you suddenly have a different appetite for things to eat. Perhaps you want to dress differently. Perhaps you want to listen to different types of music or view a particular film or go somewhere you perhaps haven't gone before. All of those things are signals that you have entered or occupied a different state. There are other ways that we are told in which we have changed state, and I don't want to talk about that too much. But in the process of feeling it real, inspiration is going to be the thing that really supports you, really shores you up, really builds you up. And that's one of the things that I want to do on this channel going forward is just stick to simple and plain language and the real practical aspect of metaphysics. Because as I said previously, all of the hidden truths, these are things you already know, but you get to know them in a more tangible or meaningful way as you put the principles of metaphysics into practice. So it's always important. There is a place for it, of course, but it isn't always important to use esoteric language or to go into the deep mysteries and so on. But I think it's really important for us to recognize that the culmination of our desire or the fruition, the coming into fruition of our desire is really hastened and supported by responding to all the inspirations that you receive and understanding them for what they are. They are signals that you are now expressing the fulfilled desire. So what would happen is if you ignore your inspiration, you're just delaying the process of stepping into that new expression of self. So thank you very much for listening. Do join me again on my channel in the next upload, which will be on Thursday. Today's Sunday. I suppose if you're listening to it on another day, it won't really matter what date it is, but I upload on Thursdays and Sundays now. So until we are together again, stay phenomenally you.